This man seems like a successful millionaire. He's enjoying a romantic honeymoon in South Africa with his new wife. But guess what? He's secretly living a double life. This secret will eventually push his bride into death's door. Our story begins with a beautiful Swedish Indian woman named Annie. She's smart and pretty. She works as a product designer at Ericsson. She's the perfect girl. At age 27, Annie tells her family she wants to marry a rich Indian man. So through family connections in London, she meets 29-year-old Shreen. Shreen seems like the perfect man. He comes from a rich Indian family in England. His family owns successful nursing homes. He graduated from Manchester University. He worked at Deloitte. He's a real catch. They're a perfect match. They come from similar backgrounds. They fall in love at first sight. Their love grows quickly. They break up briefly because of long distance. But for love, Annie quits her job in Sweden. She moves to England to be with Shreen in October 2010. They have a huge 3-day wedding in Mumbai with 300 guests. Their smiles are full of joy. Then they go on their honeymoon to South Africa. They pick South Africa because SA matches their initials. It's so romantic. But they don't know this carefully planned romantic trip will end in hell. In November 2010, the couple arrives in South Africa. After visiting Kruger National Park, they go to Cape Town. At the airport, Shreen hails a taxi. The driver's name is Zola. They get along well. Shreen decides to hire Zola as their private guide. They check into a fancy 5-star hotel. Everything seems perfect. On the night it happens they plan to eat at a nice restaurant. But they change their minds. They ask Zola to show them real South Africa. They want to try local food. Zola understands. He takes them to Gugulethu. It's a dangerous slum. Crime happens often. There's a crime every few days. But this adventurous couple wants to explore. After eating barbecue and seeing nightlife, something bad happens late at night. Their car stops at a Gugulethu intersection. 2 armed men jump out. One blocks the car, the other opens the door. He pushes Zola to the passenger seat. He takes the wheel. The other robber gets in the back. They steal the couple's watches, bracelets, and phones. They seem to only want money. After driving a while, they kick Zola out. They drive 20 more minutes. Then they push Shreen out in a remote area. They drive away with Annie shaken. Shreen finds help and calls police. South African police take it seriously. They know it's bad. They even send helicopters to search. But the next morning they find the abandoned car in Lingelethu. In the back seat, Annie lies on her back. She's not breathing. The medical report shows a gunshot wound to her neck. She bled to death. International media puts pressure on police. Luckily, police find a palm print left in the car. They quickly identify the suspect, Manjani. After Manjani is arrested, he immediately names his accomplice, Quabe. To save himself, Quabe then points to a hotel receptionist named Mbulambalo. Then Mbulambalo also confesses. He says he was hired by the driver, Zola, to arrange the job. A week after the crime, driver Zola turns himself into the police. He reveals a shocking truth. This was never a random robbery. It was a hired killing. The real mastermind is Annie's husband, Shreen. To get a lighter sentence, Zola becomes a witness for the prosecution. He tells the whole story. It turns out on their first honeymoon day. While Annie checks in, Shreen secretly contacts Zola in the parking lot. He asks Zola to find someone to kill his wife. He promises to pay 15,000 rand. Zola takes the job. He outsources it step by step and finally finds 2 criminals, Manjani and Quabe. Everything that happens next follows Shreen's plan. Changing their route to a dangerous slum is part of the plan. Being forced out of the car by robbers is just an act for the police. To prove his story, Zola provides key surveillance footage. The day after the crime, Shreen meets Zola at the hotel. In the video, Shreen hands Zola a white bag. Zola claims it contains the payment for the murder. But here's the question. Shreen is very rich and newly married to Annie. Why would he want his wife dead? As the investigation goes deeper, a shocking secret comes out. Shreen is secretly bisexual. He often visits male sex workers and lives a double life. Annie seems to notice something wrong. Before the wedding, she cries and tries to cancel it many times. She feels Shreen is too controlling and can't stand it. But under family pressure, the wedding still happens. Prosecutors believe Shreen wants to escape this unwanted marriage. He fears divorce would expose his secret and shame his family. So he plans this perfect murder to end it all. But in court, Shreen's lawyers fight back hard. They point out many contradictions in Zola's testimony. For example, the payment is only 5,000 rand, half of Zola's monthly salary. It makes no sense to kill for such little money. Also, surveillance shows Annie sitting next to Shreen while he supposedly plans the murder. The defense suggests another possibility. Zola sees the rich couple and plans to rob them, but the gun accidentally fires, killing Annie. To cover up, they blame Shreen. In the end, the judge agrees with the defense. The witnesses' stories are full of lies. After 4 years, Shreen is found not guilty due to lack of evidence. Annie's family is heartbroken. Manjani gets life in prison but dies of a brain tumor. Quaid gets 25 years. Zola, the main planner, gets 18 years for testifying. As for Shreen, was he a cold-blooded killer or an innocent husband caught in a nightmare? No one knows for sure. The truth remains a mystery. The case leaves many questions unanswered. Justice seems incomplete. Annie's death becomes a tragic story of love, lies, and betrayal. Her family continues to seek the truth, but for now the case is closed. Life moves on, but the pain remains. Some wounds never heal, and some secrets stay buried forever. Zola becomes a witness for the prosecution and only gets 18 years in prison. As for Shreen, is he a cold-blooded monster who planned everything, or just an unlucky husband caught in a terrible situation? This mystery may never be solved.